life's harsh at times, and we can all have things that we struggle to get over. And this video is to explore a few things that narcissistic people struggle to get over. These kinds of people are very self-absorbed, they're grandiose and full of self-importance. They seem confident and have that charismatic charm on the outside, yet deep down underneath they are very insecure people. Therefore, they do have things that they struggle to get over. We can all have our fears, and we can all have our fears of criticism to the point where we might put other people down. This is something we have to work through and step out of, which you can only do if you can recognise that behaviour within yourself. With a narcissistic person, they fail to recognise the behaviour within themselves, and instead they project it over to those around them and blame those around them. Therefore, one thing a narcissist doesn't get over is criticism. They take it as a personal attack of the character that they've spent so long building to sell people an illusion of who they are, to impress people. They can react very, very badly to criticism, very defensive, because they require that excessive admiration. They require that external validation. Now, we can have all been to a point where we have been mocked and humiliated and criticised, where we need that external validation to build ourselves back up. However, a narcissistic person is dependent on this. They're highly sensitive to criticism, and that can be some form of constructive feedback. Because they're arrogant, they believe that they know better than everybody else, so they can offer you that sort of constructive, so you can offer them that sort of constructive feedback and they'll ignore it. Yet they come back to you a week or two later with that feedback like it was their idea. And if you try to point out that that's what you said, oh, you never told me that. Yet they will offer you what seems like constructive feedback. And when you follow through on their advice and it inevitably turns out badly for you, they turn around and say, I only did it for your own good. It's not my fault. You didn't have to listen to me, because they fail to take responsibility. Anyone who criticises a narcissist, they hold a grudge and they seek to gain revenge. With a genuine person who's been criticised, who's not narcissistic, they often think, oh, what did I do? Could I have done it? They go away and work on themselves. Narcissistic people go away and seek to punish those around them. Failure. We can all fear failure. A fear of failure can hold us back in life and stop us from doing the things that would actually be of benefit of us. When it comes to failure, to fail is our first attempt in learning, and it can take many attempts to grasp things. I think it was Albert Einstein that said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its entire life believing that it's stupid. So when we don't have the natural ability of doing something, it can be a lot harder to do. When we do have a natural ability, it can be a lot easier, and it can seem a lot easier to those around us who don't have that natural ability. We can all fear failure, we can all fear judgment, we can all feel that criticism, and we can feel it because we ourselves might have been judgmental or critical within our lives. When it comes to a narcissist, their fear of failure is usually due to their fear of judgment from others, that fear of criticism from others. Yet they don't take responsibility. Instead, they become fixated on blaming and shaming everybody else for their mistakes, and they often rewrite it within their own minds that it wasn't their fault, it was someone else's fault. You made me do it. If you hadn't, I wouldn't. It's not my fault. They play the victim of how somebody else got a helping hand rather than putting the effort in for themselves. They simply do not take responsibility, which is often where the difference lies. Those who fear failure take responsibility for their actions, who are non-narcissistic. Narcissistic people fail to take responsibility and instead shift the blame over to everybody else so that they can criticize and mock and humiliate everybody else, so that they can scapegoat somebody else, so that the narcissist never has to take responsibility, never has to take the fall for their own behavior. Abandonment. We can all fear the loss of a loved one. It's not nice losing a loved one, no matter how you lose them. It's not nice losing somebody that you love in life. So we can all fear that abandonment. However, when it comes to a narcissist, they take it to the next level because they go all out to criticize and mock and judge their supposed loved ones. They go all out to strip people of their confidence, to isolate people so that those people don't abandon the narcissist, and the narcissist lacks the empathy to care so long as they're in control. Now, when you fear abandonment, you usually go all out to make sure you keep the other person happy. This is when you can develop people-pleasing skills because you don't want to lose somebody you love. You don't try to manipulate and exploit them to hurt them or punish them, which is what a narcissistic person will do. They'll go all out to isolate you or to provoke feelings of jealousy within you so that you fight harder for their attention. Rejection is another one. Narcissistic people crave that excessive attention. So they go all out to try and win people over. And if they don't get people's approval, they go all out to punish people. They are very quick to move on to a new source of supply. They are very quick to impress strangers rather than take care of their own family, because those strangers are a blank canvas that the narcissist can sell an illusion to, a false belief of who the narcissist is, so the narcissist can gain that validation that they themselves aren't the problem, all while criticizing their family and claiming that their family don't have any time for them, their family don't care about them. Losing. It's not nice to lose. It's not pleasant to lose. However, in a sporting event, we know that somebody is going to lose. In a competition, we know that somebody is going to lose. And this is when we have to create a competition with ourselves, whereby we have to become better than what we were yesterday. We have to do better in that competition than what we did last time, rather than comparing ourselves to other people, because that's just going to create a lot of negativity. So it's not nice losing. However, narcissistic people, when they don't get their own way, they take great offence to this and they seek to punish those that the narcissist has perceived to have beaten them. They seem to accuse people of cheating or lying or deceiving, so the narcissist can feel better about their own inferiority. Not only do narcissistic people fear losing, they project out onto you their fear of losing by creating that competition within you, by triangulating you with other people, by complimenting somebody about something that you'd like to do, to create that competition and that negative emotion within you. So you think you're the one with the problem, or you think, well, I can think like that too. And they are literally setting the environment so that you believe that you're the narcissistic one, while they believe that they don't ever put a foot wrong. And as you know, that we all make mistakes. We take responsibility not only for our behaviour, but also for the behaviour of the narcissist. Losing control is another one. Narcissistic people get very angry when they lose control. They're obsessed with protecting their image and controlling the environment and the people around them to suit the narrative that the narcissist is selling, not only to themselves but to those around them. No one throws a bigger tantrum than a narcissist who's losing control over somebody else's mind, which is why they can then start playing nice, offering that intermittent reinforcement, coming along with those false apologies, coming along with those future fakes, or threatening you, intimidating you, invalidating you, spreading rumours about you, smearing your name so that they can regain control over their situation. Narcissists struggle with losing control due to their requirement of that need for that external validation. Narcissists have that sense of self-importance, and they fail to recognise where their behaviour not only negatively impacts those around them, it negatively impacts themselves. They just go all out to shift the blame, to remove any feelings of shame. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Liz Bashaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out now on Amazon, which I shall also link into the video description if you'd like to go and check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.